welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to what is round 6 of Motive Racing's Super Season, and we finally managed to get pole in the qualifying session and claim the extra point, and off the line we go. This one shaping up to be an absolute firecracker of a showdown. As always, we'll leave you with the lap 1 craziness, overshoot turn 1 there. Looks like Dr. Benji's got P2 there as well, Kurt losing the spot. I think he makes it up rather quickly. As always, I'll run the start of the race, so the first lap with the commentary, and I'll pick up some of the commentary in the race on the highlights and the action. Just while I got the eyes and ears, big shout out to the Run DMC crew for a huge effort across all championships this past week. Also a big shout out to Motive Racing for putting on a great show, and the live commentating is something not to miss out on, so I will leave a link in the description to Motive Racing and the live stream. Make sure you catch them. We're very slidey at the minute, judging by the outlap there. You can see on the car control that the car is sliding about at the minute. The tyre's just not up to temperature, and the tyres were an issue the latter half of the race. So yeah, lap 1, we're looking actually pretty good here. We've managed to pull a second, but everyone's tyres are just coming up to temperature, so just feeling our way in. You know, that should be flat, but lap 1 you're going to have to have big balls to push it all the way. So again, I'm just going to give the commentary onto the highlights, the bits of that. So again, this was last Sunday. We've got Barcelona coming up this Sunday. Hopefully I'm hoping for a little bit of better reaction this time round. There's no substitute for practice and looking through the setup before you start a race. Yeah, so taking nothing away, we had a bollocks up in the pits and came out with the tyre pressures, a full bar of pressure down on the left hand side of the car, with the nature of the track being clockwise, so the track's basically turning right all the time. The left hand side of the car was down a full PSI, full bar PSI, they were on 26 and whatnot, and once that had happened I could no longer get into the 54 lap times and whatnot within the 56s, but that's not taking anything away. This is the highlights of it now. There really wasn't too much. I'm just defending my ass here from Kurt, who obviously has tons of pace at this point. He was a full 6/10 quick at that lap alone. I'm just trying to defend the position, but yeah, Kurt's on an absolute mission at the minute. Look at Kurt all over the back end of me, so I'm just trying to defend the position. I now know that Kurt has got real pace and can challenge for it. This is an absolute fight, if you will, between the Mclarens, but yeah, just defending the inside, making sure there could be no lunges. I think Kurt was quite content just to sit and stalk me for a little bit there, but yeah, he had absolutely tons and tons of pace, loads of speed. He absolutely nailed the race. Hats off to Kurt again for a good performance. I think this is just another bit of me blocking Kurt, pretty much, just trying my hardest to keep it on the inside. And there you go, pit window entrance open there, and as we've just gone by it, so that's fantastic timing. You know, a little bit further back and we would have caught the pit windows going straight away, but I made the decision to come in a little earlier than Kurt, and Kurt's obviously had a lot of pace and seemed to pull a bit of a gap, but you will see for yourself, ladies and gentlemen, that yeah, delaying the inevitable. They said it was done a couple of days ago, so yeah, Kurt does have real pace and real speed here, a lot more than what I do, unfortunately, it would seem. But yeah, tyre's absolutely fine at the minute, still in the 55s. Seem to get a little bit better traction just out of some of the corners here now, so yeah, just trying to defend the inside as much as possible. Obviously Kurt looking real fast. Another big shout out to everyone who comments on, likes and views the JR Sim Racing videos on YouTube. You really are the reason to keep these all uploaded, and a very small thank you, a token of gratitude. I will add everybody that comments onto the last videos, onto the legends list towards the end of each and every video, so thank you, you beautiful, awesome people. Also, I'd like to include the Run DMC team mechanics this week. You know who you are, I need to say your names. There's been another signing to the team, which I can't disclose too much information at the minute, but keep an eye out on the team roster. With that said, pit window open, looking just for a clean stop here. So again, yeah, this was shaping up to be a good firecracker of a showdown until the pit stop and a setup mistake, which it was, obviously. Hadn't noticed at the time, but the pit stop to swap the tyres were a full bar of pressure down on the left hand side of the car, which really didn't add to the easiness of this track. And what happened was, pushing into a right hand corner, the car would just slide from underneath me, but I also didn't manage to catch the last bit of the race as well, and there's another thing. There's another thing to practice for. There was definitely some time to make up in the pit stop there, at least the entry, that is. I do apologise. So yeah, coming into the pits, just trying to focus now and looking at the tyres on the left hand side. I'm still bringing them up as well. I brought them up, but yeah, in hindsight, it should have all been sorted way before. So yeah, we do have a good stop, I think. As good as we can manage. Yeah, straight up onto the tracks. And we come out the pit now.
Come on, let's go.
And this is us knowing, coming out the pit now, just looking at the side, yeah, full tire pressure down, the fail sign going up, it very much was, but this is taking nothing away from Kurt. I don't actually think, even with the tyres inflated to its perfect PSI, I would have been able to keep Kurt behind me. It was just too fast. There would have been a move at some point, inevitably. So what happened, pretty much I tried to hunt him down when he came out of the pits. There should be a highlight of it coming up pretty soon, but yeah, struggling now at the minute. Cold tyres of course at the minute, but this is it, I think, coming out of the pits. And he's ragging the ass end, but that's Kurt, that's the lead. He's managed to pull through the lap, staying out there and just putting in some real quick time. So again, lucky Kurt miles ahead. It must have been a solid stop. It must have been a good stop, but also some quite quick outlaps as well. But I try and hunt him down, I try and give it everything, but the car was not acting like it should have been. The tyres are pretty good here actually, they're not as bad as what they were towards the end of the race, but again I didn't manage to catch the last 2 minutes because the PS put itself off, so this is me just trying my hardest, trying to catch Kurt, but it really wasn't happening. And at this point, a little further on, a couple of laps, I was sliding about so bad. It was a case of I either trying to hunt Kurt down and end up binning it into the wall and losing all of the points, because we're trying to hunt Kurt down in the championship at the minute and he's pulling out quite a healthy gap. He is, for all considerations, champion at the minute. Undeclared of course, because not all the rounds are finished, but he's got quite a healthy lead. So yeah, what it was, the car was sliding about, so we made a decision to not slow the car right down, but especially not kill it trying to chase after him, because we were just going to bin P2 as well. So the lap times have gone down from a 54 now to, we are in the 55s here, but believe me, after a lap or so these come right into the 56s. I am about 2 seconds off my pace. I cannot push into a right hand corner whatsoever, and the pressures are going down now. They get worse than that one, but again, taking nothing away from Kurt and the team over that side of the fence. I don't think I'd have been able to beat him an outright pace anyway, so hats off to Kurt. On to the next round at Barcelona on Sunday, and I am looking forward to it. I love the track, it's just getting the setup sorted at the minute, but I fancy a good battle in Barcelona, I really do, so hopefully we can get it on. And this is it, unfortunately guys, the last 2-3 minutes are cut off due to only being able to do an hour. So a massive thank you for everybody who supports and likes and comments on the video, and we'll be back Sunday for Barcelona, Spain, and I promise you I will try and make it up to everybody on the Run DMC team and everyone supporting. We'll try and get a better result, but hats off to Kurt foremost and foremost, and also my teammate Chris Pissick having an absolute stormer as well, P3. He also, massive shout out to him in the 911 Cup, because he's absolutely earning it at the minute. Emo last night as well, he almost had a really good ding dong with Jalpi in the GT4s. A couple of good GT4 results by the lads, and just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that makes this possible. So from me to you, please take care of yourself guys. Peace and love.